anything on the ground yet? I don't hear anything. Keep going. What a terrible way to fill a cooling system. I forgot my funnel at home. Holy, this is gonna take forever. I forgot my proper coolant funnel, and this coolant funnel is full, so every time I lift this, it just starts overflowing. That is not the way I wanted that coolant fill to go whatsoever, but it is what it is, because today is first start day, baby. Let's freaking go, dude. I am so hyped. I've already been going back and forth with Matt. We got the base map loaded on this thing. We're gonna try and fire it up. I got the Honda software installed on my laptop. Well, it's actually on my mom's laptop because I have a MacBook, and apparently you can't download the Honda software on a MacBook, which kind of sucks. So I got a Windows laptop that we downloaded the Honda software on, and then we got this like screen sharing software where he's remoting in onto the computer. There was a couple things that I did not finish up in previous videos that I just took care of. We got a second gasket on that downpipe, even though I still think it's gonna leak, and then I got my front and rear O2 sensors completely plugged in. The rear one was a bit of a pain because I did have to like remove the center console to get at the plug, but I don't want to talk too much. I just want to get to the first start on this thing because I'm so freaking excited. So before we get a first start on this thing, I got the oil feed line to the turbo disconnected. We got it just sitting in this little bucket here. And then what we're gonna do is pull the fuel pump fuse. Then we're gonna crank the car over until we start seeing oil come out of that oil feed line so that we don't dry fire this turbo and have this thing spinning like crazy when it fires up with no oil lubricating it whatsoever. But we got the cooling system filled, so that's out of the way. And the only coolant on the ground after filling up the cooling system is splashed down right where we filled it. So once the water pump kicks in, we're gonna see if we got more leaks underneath here or not. And I'm a little bit scared we might, not gonna lie, just because we got a lot of eBay parts on this thing. So step one, we are going to hop under the dash here. You can see we got our Honda plugged into the OBD port there, but we got to get at the fuse panel right under here. Now, if you look around the fuse panel, there is a diagram that shows the fuse locations, but the fuel pump fuse is that fuse on the bottom left right there. It's a blue 15 amp fuse. So we are going to hop in here and yank that guy out. Now, when we crank the car over, there should be no fuel going to the injectors. And just to verify that, what we're going to do is we are going to turn the key on and listen to see if the fuel pump kicks on, which in our case, we're kicking the key on. As you can hear, we just got the annoying beep tone. There's no fuel pump sound. So we won't be pumping fuel, which means this thing won't start. I'm insanely nervous, but we got the battery charger on the battery so that we will have proper power to crank this thing over. We're gonna watch this container right here until oil starts coming out. I'm so scared. This is the first time cranking it over in a year. She got oil? No oil. And that was cranking pretty slow. Let's crank her up a notch. We got oil yet? Nothing. What the hell's going on? We ain't got no leaks underneath the car. Maybe it'll just take a while because we got that oil pump moving as we're cranking it. So let's keep going. Whoa, baby! That's oil. It ain't clean oil, but that's oil. Did I not change the oil on this thing? I don't know, and I don't care right now. That is oil, baby. Let's go. That's a good sign. That's a lot of oil. Let's get this slapped back on there. The one thing I don't like about these cheap eBay kits is like you can make stuff work, but nothing fits good. Like you can make it fit all the time, but it doesn't fit nice. Like this oil feed line is just freaking terrible. All right, we're gonna say that's tight right there. So we got oil pressure to the turbo. I'm gonna crank this over for a while and get some oil flowing through the turbo first. Make sure our oil drain's not leaking and everything. And then I think we can fire this thing up. Let's move this so this doesn't spill oil everywhere. All right, she's flowing. I am excited. I got coolant blowing everywhere though. Go one more time. I want to see if this oil drain line's leaking. That thing was kind of sketchy. I also have one intercooler pipe I don't have a hose clamp on. I'm gonna just toss a hose clamp on this one real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, we got a hose clamp on there temporarily, just for the first start. Okay, boys, we're gonna send it. I looked underneath. After cranking it over, we got no leaks. That means the water pump was spinning, flowing coolant through it. The oil pump was spinning, flowing oil through everywhere. We got oil to the turbo. We primed the turbo. No oil leaks at the oil drain. I think it's time. All the cheap eBay parts come down to this. Let's put that fuel pump fuse back in and crank this thing over. I am so scared. When I started the Subaru, I wasn't scared. I was confident. I am scared right now. Also, the other thing I did want to mention, I have not swapped the plugs in this thing. I've never taken the plugs out of this car. So if we don't get no spark, I got a fresh set of 1 step colder NGK Iridiums in this box. So worst case scenario, we will get these guys slapped in there, but I think the stock ones will be fine to fire her up. So let's do it. I'm about to get Matt to remote back in on the laptop so that he can do his thing, but we're gonna data log this first start attempt. Let's go. Fuel pump's in. It's trying. Oh. Only like right at the start it tries to go. Oh, that sounded like something was happening. What the flip is going on? Smells like she wants to run. It's gonna start. Oh, it's so close. All right. It wants to go. It sounds that way. Oh! Matt's gonna go look at the data log and it's just gonna be me trying to start it 50,000 times. Oh! That was close. Oh my God. That stinks. But it started. It freaking started. And there's nothing on the ground. Oh my God. Try it again. Yeah.
Sounds like shit.
That's all my eBay parts.
You got the valve cover on upside down.
My blinker fluid's empty. Don't die. That sounds like shit. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She's running, baby! Let's go! Is there any leaks? There's nothing leaking. Oh my God. And we got bubbles in the coolant. Our AFR is working. Boost gauge is working. Check engine light's definitely on. Oh my God. She runs, boys. Oh, we got smoke back there, buddy. What's leaking? Or is that just the headers? I gotta see if that oil drain line or the feed line's pissing. That doesn't smell like oil, that just smells like heat wrap. Oh, I got something dripping right here. I don't think I tightened that oil drain fitting. All right, so even though we got smoke everywhere, I think that's just from the header wrap, but Matt's in here adjusting stuff. I did data log that last run, so he might be doing something. I might call him here, see what he wants. Matt Lee, see if he answers the phone. He's moving stuff on there still.
Yep.
What's up, buddy? Did you see that last data log?
No, I didn't. Look, hold on 1 second.
After we gave her like 62 times, she fired right up.
So throttle helped, or?
I'm not, yeah, I had to give it a little bit of throttle to get it going, but I was freaking hyped, dude. That was sick.
How did it sound?
It sounded good. Only thing was the idle was super lopey, but once it kind of steadied out on its own, it was good.
It figured out itself. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, it's just super lean. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it looked like my AFR was like a 15 to 16.
Okay, sorry, you said throttle helped?
Yeah, I had to give it a little bit of throttle, but then once it steadied out, it's like it kicked up to 2,000, then it was good. And the check engine light's on too, but I'm assuming that's for the boost controller purge valve situation I got going on. Because I'd imagine you probably didn't edit that yet.
No, you have a boost controller wired to that, whatever it is?
Yeah, to the purge valve connector.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll change that too.
That was freaking sick, dude. I was so scared because of all these damn eBay parts. She went.
Some of them are like surprisingly resilient.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I got no leaks right now, other than my oil drain line's leaking a little bit, but I think I forgot to tighten the AN fitting on the bottom, which I gotta go do.
Okay, this is the CX Racing kit?
Yeah, it's a CX Racing kit.
Cool. So yeah, just go ahead and just start it for me. Let's see what she does.
All right, fire it up again. Oh! That was smooth.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, there's something's unplugged. You're like in VTEC right now.
I'm in VTEC right now. Let me go see.
Yeah, like check that like cam solenoid in the back of the motor.
Oh, yo! I just plugged it back in. Let's see what happens. The solenoid on the back, right down here. I had it unplugged. All right, she was unplugged. I just plugged it back in.
Yeah, it's good now.
This is freaking crazy, bro. It runs. Oh my God. I'm so hyped right now, dude. All right, give her again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that solenoid's plugged in, check engine lights off. That is so smooth, dude.
Honda, man. Honda #1, bro.
Honda, baby. So you want to just run it till it gets up to operating temp?
Yeah, if you can just like rev the gas and like hold it at like 2,500, I just want to see what it does there.
Okay.
Okay, it's pretty close.
Seems pretty steady. AFR is all over the place though. It's jumping like
It'll figure itself out here in a second.
13 to 17 to 14. Now she's back up to 16.
Where do you have the sensor just on the downpipe right now?
The wideband or the one that you're reading?
The primary, yeah.
So the primary, like the actual factory AFR is on the downpipe. Yeah, it's the first sensor on the downpipe, but it's after the first V-band connection.
Okay.
Because that's showing, I see on the screen here, that's showing like a steady 13. Oh no, now it's at 16.
It's moving around a lot. Yeah, it's like kind of oscillating like real crazy.
Yeah, it's moving the same. I got a wideband in the car though, like just a Bosch wideband sensor with a glow shift gauge, and that sensor is going all over the place in sync with the screen, like on the factory AFR sensor. I might have a minor exhaust leak pre-sensor, but it's not bad enough to cause the base map to be all crazy type of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of just trying to figure itself out here.
Yeah, once it goes in a closed loop.
It is in closed loop.
Oh, it is already? Oh yeah, it's up to operating temp already. Wow, that was fast. I haven't bled the coolant or anything yet. This is literally the first start. Like this is the first time I've tried to fire it whatsoever. It looks like the coolant's at operating temp. Do you have coolant temp on here? Oh yeah, 203. She must be sucking back the coolant because that is empty. So we're probably getting the bubbles out of it. So I'm gonna top this guy up a little bit. This coolant funnel sucks though. You gotta like release the air slowly and fill it. Oh yeah, she's way lower now. No wonder it was getting hot. Oh my God, that is low. We can actually fill this funnel right up. It works pretty good. I can't believe there's no leaks other than that oil drain line, but I think I forgot to tighten it. Oh my God, those rotors are rusty from sitting here forever. Let's see if she's loose. There's definitely oil on it. I literally cannot tighten this. No, I can't get a wrench in there. And I'm gonna have to build some type of like custom wrench. Gonna have to be a problem for another day. But at least I know my oil's flowing to there.
Rag there, just put a bucket under there.
I got this. Hopefully it drips into it. Firing it up again. That's so smooth. This is so freaking sick, dude. For eBay parts, she's not bad. Gotta top her up again. Fans are going, everything's working. I'm also on full tank of 87 octane right now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I guess I shouldn't say full, but it's about a half a tank. I think I'm gonna go with Shell 93 this time versus Petro 94. I know you were saying that you kind of had better results with Shell 93 a little bit versus Petro. Is that still the case or no?
Yeah, I like Shell and like it's closer to my shop, so.
Oh yeah, true.
Just keep an eye on the coolant temp. Just getting kind of hot now, so.
Yeah, it's at 217. I don't know why. Wonder if I gotta like burp it a little bit to get the thermostat to open.
100%.
Let me go check and see if the coolant line's hot. It should open up here soon. Maybe it just needs to get hot. Yeah, bottom rat hose is cold right now. I think bleeding coolant is honestly one of my least favorite things on first starts.
The best way is to actually like use like the fucking tool.
The airlift, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had an airlift here, I would have used it, but I don't even have my coolant funnel here, so. All I really wanted to do was get it running tonight. I didn't know we were gonna go this in depth and try and dial it in, but if you wanna, are you trying to dial it in, like roadworthy dial it in so I can drive it to the shop?
It should be pretty close. Like, you know, if you just kind of take it easy on the car and you let the factory OQ sensor kind of do its thing, it should be drivable.
All right, we finally got the coolant temp to come down on this thing a little bit. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so I let Matt go to bed. But we're back down to 196. Our coolant temps are looking good, but for some reason, this CX Racing kit, the lower rat hose will not get hot. And it's like my thermostat is not opening at all. All right, let's give this thing some revs. I want to see what this turbo sounds like. Little spoolie boy in a Honda. That sounds absolutely ridiculous. On the power, baby. Holy shit. Oh my god. That thing's gotta be shooting flames out the bottom right now. Goes into gear.
My tire's moving a little bit.
This car's not at my house, it's at my parents' house, and my mom is sleeping. Oh my god! This thing is gonna haul dick. I'm gonna blow it up before I even get it on the road. This upper coolant hose on the CX Racing kit is hot as hell. The lower one, that lower hose down there, lower rat hose, is ice cold. And I'm pretty sure the thermostat opened. Those fans freaking rip. Feel this. Feel how good those stock fans are. Holy shit. That might be enough to cool that rat hose down. This is not by the fans. The lower one is right by the fans.
Got to be some temperature there though. It can't be ice cold.
Yeah, like,
If it's not overheating, then the thermostat's, if you've had it running long enough, it should have overheated already by now if the thermostat's not opening.
that lower hose is freaking ice cold. I gotta put one of those little filters on this piece before I get a valve cover. Or before I get take it on the road. This is just gonna, if I hit boost at all, that's just gonna blow oil everywhere.
Shut her down.
The turbo's still going. For an eBay turbo, she's still moving. Okay, cool. She runs. Well, boys, I can't even lift my shoulder to get it onto the car. I'm pretty sure I separated my shoulder. I got x-rays back and it says I didn't, but there's gotta be torn ligaments in there or something because I literally can't bear it. Like, now that I got my shoulder up on the car, this is okay. But like, if I wanna lift it off, it's so bad. So I'm off my 9-to-5 job for the next little while to try and heal up my shoulder. So I'm gonna try and take it easy a little bit on working on the cars. We'll see, I might get bored and have to do something. So we did it, boys. We frickin' got her running. I am insanely happy right now. It has taken way too long to get to this point. I want to say it's been like a year since we started this build series, but there's been like 4-month gaps between when I was actually working on the car. So for those of you guys that have stuck with this build series this entire time, I just want to say thank you so much for always watching the videos, always supporting. For those of you that buy the merch so that we can continue to put money into these cars, to all the sponsors that helped out on this build, I want to say thank you guys so much. But this ain't over yet. All we did was get the first start. She don't drive yet. She hasn't made it off the dyno. We haven't done any pulls with boost. All we know is that the kit works, it runs, the turbo's not rattling around all over the place. I felt all our coolant lines that we ran to the throttle body, to the turbo, everything is circulating good, and if the coolant lines are hot, the only one that's not hot is that lower rat hose. So we gotta figure that out. I saw the thermostat open, like the coolant temps literally dropped from 220 down to 190 at idle. So we're gonna have to figure that out at a later day because it is getting late and I do want to get a first start video up for you guys as soon as possible. We got way more testing to do with this kit. Like the wastegate and the blow-off valve sound like they're working at idle, but we won't know until we get into boost. And all I've heard is people say that the wastegate and the blow-off valve do not work very good in these things at all. There's lots more work we can do to keep the videos flowing for you guys and keep this build series going because we got to get the bumper on, we got to get the wheels on, we need a first drive before we can be on the dyno, we got to put coilovers in this thing still. There is a whole bunch of work that we got to do to this car. But I am very happy because we took a lot of steps in the right direction today, which gets me very, very excited for this car. So that is gonna be it for this video. Peace out, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.